Okay, so I have no clue what I'm doing right now. And this is the packing list for the trip. And this is the Austrian Ocean Racing list. And I'm doing a sailing, not a sailing trip, because that's the wrong word. It's a sailing race in Greece. With that being said, I have never sailed in my entire life. I need boat shoes, I need sailing boots, sailing pants, oilskin. What the fuck is oilskin? Waterproof jacket or trousers. Waterproof towel, I do have. One, check. I just had to jump on is to register for this race because it was I'm super late of doing that. The first thing that I got met with, it's World Sailor ID. Put your World Sailor ID. I don't have a World Sailor ID. You need to complete your emergency contact. Ava, don't expect the call, but be prepared for one. If somebody called me, it's like, oh, like your friend died, or like, I'll be like, shit, like they put me on emergency contact? Damn, I didn't know we were like that, you know? That's like, you have like best man, but are they your emergency contact though? You know? Are they your wife, but are they your emergency contact though? You know what I'm saying? So that's something that I need to think about too. So, all right, let me know in the comments. Who are your emergency contact? Stämmer. Liksom forskellen på det. Checking off. I thought I could check off something, but underwear maybe? Maybe. Okay. One down. A very few times in my life where I'm just like, I have no indication whatsoever what I'm walking into. I would say this is by far my biggest side quest. Here we go. Here we fucking go. No, I mean, literally, I have no clue. I just almost choose it to be that way. Yeah. Just to like not know anything. What the actual experience or the race is gonna be, I don't really want to like it. Even the YouTube link you send me, I didn't look at. Like, I saw the thumbnail and I was like, okay, like, it's a full-on thing. Like,
yeah, no, it's crazy, man. I did a delivery with these guys across the Mediterranean in the middle of winter, and that was like brutal. You'll see it. It's literally, it's like a Formula 1 car. Crazy. It's not comfortable. So
yeah. Was there stops?
This is no stops.
There's no stops.
Non-stop.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, you really, man. This is the boat.
How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm Matthias.
Hola. Well, please come in.
It's a bit warm inside. We're charging the batteries right now.
How you doing, man? Nice to meet you. Hola. Nice to meet you. So you guys go literally around the world on this?
I did 2 full laps around the planet already. And then we crossed the Atlantic, back and forth, Caribbean and Europe. I think now 14 times. 14. Yeah.
Else it's like stay on the boat.
We got one day of training. It'll be interesting. Everything will be new, so try to learn as much as possible, as fast as possible. And it looks like it's a lot of wind today too. It's got to be even more on Sunday, so it looks beautiful though. It's not barely any clouds. The water is fucking beautiful. Again, just try to stay on the boat. That's the goal. And have fun. Have fun comes second. First, stay on the boat. Suddenly I felt felt like I can sail, you know? I just put this on and just like, I think I can do this.
Now the only most tedious thing is to get the mainsail up.
Yeah.
Because it's really long grind.
Yeah.
And the other big thing is when you put the sail from this side to the other side.
Right.
And if you're not professional, it takes forever.
Setting up the last things and we'll head to the water. See how this thing moves.
Your buddy is Alex, so you two are together. On the mid it's David and Olaf, and on the front it's Marcelo and Xaba, okay? Quick reminder how the pedestals work. So that the right hand is on the inside, the left hand is on the outside, okay?
Most important part, just figure out how this shit works so I can stay on the boat and not be in the way. As you can tell in my voice, not the most confident. With the arrow. Today's an off day. We're literally just chilling. We went to the store, picked up some snacks, dry crackers, Coke, seasickness pills, some chocolate that's probably gonna melt. So we're just gonna do a briefing on the boat at 4, and then we have like arranged something in like the ruins that I really want to see. So I think I'm just gonna try to enjoy Greece, even though like the heat does take me out. And I feel like the training went pretty well. At least they said it could have been way worse. I only had one little scratch on my leg by a rope. It kind of hit me. And a little minor whip, grinder whip, pistol whip. I don't know what happened. It was something, a sail, something, and we were on the grounder, and yeah, this happened. My lift is okay. We're living to see another day. It would have been really embarrassing getting knocked out on the first day. Yeah, I don't know if I would live with myself. It's getting me less nervous and more nervous just being through the first training day and actually knowing how everything works. Good thing is that now I know more than when I started, but the other side of things is basically that I now kind of know what I'm walking into, and it's pretty gnarly. It's pretty up there. I knew that, but now I have it confirmed, and now I'm like thinking about all these scenarios and things that I'm trying to fill in the blanks for. I am curious about the sleeping. Obviously it's gonna be like kind of like tour, just like a way more rowdy tour boat. So that is, you know, we'll see. That was the last trip. Somebody fell from the top to the bottom when the boat was like sideways. And it doesn't really look that way maybe on the video, but we are literally fucking vertical. You can't really like stand without like holding shit. You need to like lean over like a fucking Michael Jackson pose. Yeah, I think I gotta just continue on my path and continue on my goal, and that is to stay the fuck on the boat and not be in the way. When we finished training yesterday, we just went to grab some food, went to the beach. It's like right by the house. Took a little swim. It was beautiful. Went to the pool. We have a fucking diving board, and I did the worst dives I've probably ever done. I don't know what happened, but you know, maybe I was tired, maybe, I don't know, there's definitely some excuse there. And then we just went to the opening ceremony. To be honest, I was kind of impressed, and it was just really good food, two legends talking about the race and the history, and they were showing these promo videos for these races. And I mean, Rolex is the main sponsor, and production value was insane. It felt even more special to like be a part of it after like seeing the whole thing. It was a good vibe. Like, it was funny to see all the other teams too. It's 69 other boats. Fuck, it's bright.
WhatsApp group, WhatsApp number that we can call, and we can also contact the race committee pump is leaking, so it's for drinking, making coffee, tea. Right, so that's the toilet. It is still a prototype. It is not proven yet. It is gonna stink horrible. So please just flush as much as possible.
How do you feel?
Excited.
I mean, you have the full racing kit already.
I've got a shirt with big GBR on the back. The British flag, my name, and my sail number.
Really? Okay. This guy's been sailing before. Gonna go and see the temple. Somewhere up there. Is it called?
Temple of Poseidon.
Temple of Poseidon. Perfect.
Thank you very much.
No worries.
Thank you.
Hope you're happy. Little did they know. A lot of people are going for the sunset. Holy shit. Might need to go cinematic on this. Race day. Right now I'm just trying to sort out my gear, what I'm gonna have like by hand, because as you can see I have to like go in here every time like I grab cameras, anything to change, basically anything, but I'm gonna have like a small bag out there with like essentials. So it's just a matter of like having everything by hand that you might need along the way. They're getting ready.
The Aegean 600 returned in 2024 to push sailors to their limits. And an impressive record turnout of 69 teams from 24 nations opted in for the challenge.
This is the toughest that we've done. They got a classic here. This course is, I think, unmatched.
The sky is never the same, the water is never the same.
The scenery is just incredible.
This makes you get goosebumps.
That was very challenging.
It was a tough race.
It's high level, for sure.
For a total of 14 legs in this complex course. Starting this epic journey under the shadow of the Temple of Poseidon was truly a treat. Both first-time participants and seasoned teams prepared to test themselves and their boats in this scenic yet challenging tour of the Aegean Sea.
Start is kind of over. Did good, but we gotta make up some time. We're on 5th or 6th place. Yeah, that's pretty much the update. We saw one sail rip apart. That was fucking gnarly. And we're just trying to make up some time. Thing of not bringing bananas.
Not bursting kites.
And who brought the bananas?
My bad. My bad.
Got a nice little pirate pan.
Yeah, lobster. Englishmen only have two colours, white or red.
sucker might hit the sun perfectly. But that one time I don't bring my fucking zoom lens. I might not get it. I might need to zoom into like a 6K clip instead. Just hope for the best.
Now we get the boat up, we go to Santorini and we go fast, hopefully.
Day 2. I got some good sleep actually, while the rest of the crew was actually up every once in a while to do their shit. They let me sleep, so that was very nice of them. So I got like maybe, let's say 3 hours, 2.5 of continuous sleep. So that is really something. I do feel really rested actually. Yesterday was a little intense. Right after sunset, obviously it got dark and it was impossible to film anything. It was really something insane to look at the sail and the stars and it's the middle of the ocean and there's literally nothing and it's a completely dark still sea. It's such a surrealistic feeling of just like, you know, obviously you're super fucking tired. I kept on kind of falling asleep on deck as well on my watch. We passed Santorini. I actually filmed a couple clips when we were passing it. It was like barely any breeze there, so it went super slow. So we had to like time it super well with the wind going up the direction that we were supposed to get more, let's say, buffer to go in between islands. So it's very just like fine-tuning, constantly fine-tuning and timing every single time. Timing with waves, timing with wind, and it's just constantly just having things to adjust. And the crew here is just so fucking on it, and all I have to do is to just do what I get told. I wish I could do more, but you know, I need to learn more. I haven't got seasick, haven't got sunburned. Yeah, so we're still here.
We are past Crete and about to round Kapatos. We're about 22 hours into the race. The breeze is supposed to pick up down there and funnel into the channel in between the islands. Looking forward to 30 knots plus action down there.
How was last night?
The highlight of last night definitely was going through Santorini.
What are we placed right now, do you know?
I'm not so sure. I think we've lost in the past hours quite a bit in comparison to our direct competition. That's just due to having to sail with the Fractionator Zero and the A4 being downstairs in pieces. But these 2 hours now are the last 2 hours of downwind sailing, and all of the rest should be reaching and upwinds, which is perfect for us.
Everything looks so small on camera. Anything that I shot, I feel like almost doesn't do justice. So it's a kind of a shame, but I'll try to present it as the best as possible.
Sounds good.
Indian food on the boat. I don't know if that's a good idea, but we can do it over there. Took a little too much water, but let's see.
Alright, we're diving. All hands on deck.
Oh, we're driving. I would say 3 out of 10. Holy shit. beautiful sunset over Rhodos. Everyone's wants gyros, but we gotta keep on going. Trying to go to bed before the sun comes up, but the others has been sleeping way less than me. Today's been great. We had a crazy one, went to 45 degrees. That didn't get filmed, so unfortunate. No body cam, nothing put on the side, nothing clamped on anything, no phones, no nothing. Just pure chaos. That was my first, and it's probably the craziest feeling to feel like it was just about to go to shit. You kind of healed like that, like 3 times, and you literally just standing sideways. Yeah, to be honest, that memory might be with me forever. Even though I didn't get it on film, I guess it's just one of those things that will just be on my mind. I feel like this trip, I've just been trying to do the mostest, you know, film with everything, just Snapchat, just doing everything at once, and obviously helping out on the boat as well. So sometimes it's just nice to just enjoy. Yeah, it's a little hard to like get the updates. The thing is, like, when I want to question anyone what we are doing, where are we at, we kind of have to do something. So as you can tell now, it's kind of mellow, but it's hectic. It's not that easy to just take these checkpoints when people are really focused on doing their job and keeping everyone safe. Yeah, we're heading into day 3, and it's a combination of this is so sick, and I can't wait to be at shore, you know, enjoying the moment here, because before I know it, I'll be back in New York and wishing that I'm back here. So how we feeling?
I'm tired. I'm really tired. Like 2 days, we had like 4 hours of sleep and a lot of work. So I'm tired. I want to go to bed. So we have 10 more minutes to do. Then the next shift is up. And I hope we have to do like 1 more day. And then we get 4 hours of sleep. That's probably more.
Mainly what you see when you look upwards, and this is mainly what you see when you look downwards. Bit of vertical night.
Here, come here.
Yep. Officially in day 3. Breakfast in 35 degrees. It's a very tasteful noon. We are about to drive, but the seas are chilling. It's day 3. It's hot as shit. Yeah, that's pretty much the update.
Light wind and brutal sun.
We just got the message that we know that somebody fell overboard. I think it was maybe 1.5 a day ago. And we just got the message that she passed away. So yeah. Fuck. That's brutal. Definitely put shit in perspective how heavy it has been sometimes, and how important it is to stay safe. Well, even though there's a lot of moments that I want to film or document or shoot, it's way more important to stay safe. I'm so sorry for the loss. For sailing, and to her family and friends, and yeah. Waiting for breeze?
Yeah, painful. But that's sailing.
How many miles are we on?
I think it's 200 miles left.
477.
470 sailed.
More or less.
477 sailed.
Yeah.
A little bit of an anticlimax after the beginning. After full send.
Yeah.
All the way. All the way, and us going, guys, it's going to be pretty sketchy. Like, let's go. And
I
now,
expected it to be breezy all the way.
exactly, it was supposed to be. Yeah.
A bit of a play ball of the weather. You have to play by
exactly.
its rules.
Roll of the dice.
Yeah.
But like when we went like 45 degrees, is that like normal? Is that like, are you used to that? Just like, oh, what do you mean? Like we went like
the broach.
Like the
during
broach.
the
broach,
that's out of control. That's a
that's
mistake.
That's not a planned one.
Yeah.
How many broaches have we had though?
One.
One.
Sailing is a percentage of science and a percentage of art.
And luck.
And luck, yes. And a percentage of making it sound like you know what you're talking about, where you actually don't.
For you, maybe.
For me. Yeah, exactly. Oh, well, I learn everything from YouTube.
Some YouTube videos before?
nothing.
What to
I
expect?
sent him some. I was like,
Yeah.
this is the boat you're on. Here's the race last year. Just know what like the bow is and the stern is.
Yeah.
Fucking shit. And then
There was
he
a-
showed up and I'm like, okay, at least you crapped. And I'm like, oh, nope. I wanted to experience it real.
The point.
No, that wasn't really my word. It's just better sometimes to just go like I just didn't want to expect anything or like I don't know. I overthink shit if I like watch too many YouTube videos and like do this.
Like that shit.
Yeah, I mean that's common sense, but it's like only so much you can learn like beforehand. You know what? Like yeah, I know like what fucking bow or you know starboard like whatever. Yeah,
It doesn't really matter.
No.
We use left and right too.
yeah. At the end of the day, it's just like I just need to get on the boat, and then you just have to learn. And it's the best way of learning is by doing.
For being shouted at.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And there she goes.
Like 2.5 miles until the end of the corner, and then we see what we have in the straight. Pretty good boat. Pretty good boat.
Been shooting a lot of different film. Just shot this. Shot a couple more HP5 as well, but they have XP2 contrast. I think it will be sick. Can't wait to develop them. Now is the hard part. See what film I gotta be stuck with for the next 24 hours. I haven't really shot too much color. Obviously I shoot color on my digital, so it doesn't really matter, but probably be a nice sunset. Kind of cool with 800 actually. All right. It's funny because I haven't really heard anything about decisions. It's kind of those things where it's not about the race, it's about the journey, as cliche as it sounds, but it really is. Yeah, we're talking about speed, they were losing time and all these things, but it's not. It's never really a conversation about, you know, the actual race, which is like, it's a very laid back approach to everything. Obviously, we are not a full team with professional sailors. And luckily we have like, you know, a couple that is really doing the most this year, that is taking us over the finish line safely. And yeah, it's at this point it's just kind of like enjoying the journey other than just being stressed for the race. It feels way more than 48 hours. When I ask like, yeah, well, how many hours are we in, how many miles left, it's like 48 hours. Like 48 hours. Since you're sleeping multiple times a day, you kind of divide your days. Very weird, but yeah, it feels way more. But now it's like you're starting to get a hang of it. Peeing out the back, way more consistent, no spilling, not getting seasick. Knock on something wood, I'll knock after. Now you're kind of just here. And I feel like I was talking about that I probably couldn't do Atlantic, like full ocean race. But at this point, I feel like I kind of can. It's like you just get in the bubble. It's a lot of raw dogging. It's also obviously we're on the toes to be able to stand by if there's anything. That's why we have shifts too. But you know, the majority of time it's pretty nice. I can't wait to be on shore, but I could also, you know, just have a couple more days here. And with that being said, across the fucking Atlantic, it's way more gnarly than this. But I've just been enjoying myself. Just been shooting a bunch and trying to connect the dots here. It's very hard to tell a story, to be honest, because there's so many small things that occurs all the time. It is truly one of those things where, like, it's so hard to explain. Like, me coming home and explaining this will be very hard. hopefully I can show as best as possible. But again, it's usually about the people. If it wasn't for the people and good people, this thing wouldn't be as enjoyable. So it really is so many different characters here. I love them all, and it makes the trip just 100 times better. To feel like what sailing actually is. Like, I didn't really know what this was all about, but to be here and feel it and experience it, it's like, it's really one of a kind. It's very hard to explain. It's such extreme way of being friend with nature, not even fighting it, but be friend with the wind and the ocean. It's brutal and it's beautiful at the same time. We have this big group of people, every age and every side of the world, coming together to do exactly that and to make this into the best experience that we possibly can, and the safest, but also the most fun. And it was one of those things, like, I didn't really know what to expect, and kind of now I get it. Like, I can really see what this is actually about. Now, like a crazy shadow and the fucking waves right here. Try to get a shot of it. Legend. Very last sunrise, we're sailing into the finish line with some amazing people here. Around 20 miles left.
Okay, let's go. Right in. Oh, down the bottom of there.
We don't do any more maneuvers. We can just change the direction into the finish line without doing anything. You just have to change course. So we just have to get home safe. Even though we have some heavy winds right now. We have 25 knots of wind, but spirit is high. We're talking about the stuff that we missed. Shower. Actually, I want to swim. I feel like this ocean's been teasing me the whole time. Gyro's cold water, just ice cold fucking water, will be super nice. Even though I slept like absolute shit, I probably had one of the most rough nights ever, with a lot of sounds and wobbling. We had like literally like this, probably 10 times at least. I didn't get much rest, but to be honest, just being out here in this light and with these people and knowing that the finish line is there, it's euphoric. It's beautiful. I haven't felt like this in a very long time. Me and Mark holding down the main. We're currently 36 degrees, healing. Got a beautiful little rainbow here. Are we gonna try to overtake them, man?
Oh, I think we are going to. Let's see though. Hey, breeze is building, breeze is building. Next to me. it will.
We could not pass on the leeward side because we were in the dirty air there still. So we would never be able to pass. So that's why we rolled over to the other side, took enough distance, and off we go.
Super impressive. So good. No idea how they did that, but that was sick.
Definitely an exciting finish.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna go and put this memory card somewhere safe and change to a new one. I've been recording the whole trip, obviously multiple cameras, but mostly on this 360 X4. Filled up to the rim. I got 2 minutes left, and I'm pretty sure you can get around 8.5 hours of footage. And of course I had to like do some 360 shots out from the boat all the way at the end and risk it all. But alright, we made it through, and now I will gissa mens leken är god. Får du säga så? How much left?
Finish line's right there.
See the finish line, huh?
Yeah, we've got about 300 meters to go.
300 meters to go.
Every turn of a corner was a roll of the dice as to what you were going to find. You know, it was quite hard to predict and to set up before those roundings. Skipping across bays as well, quite nice, quite big wavy conditions. So yeah, it was extremely variable. Good training, good maneuvers, and above all, fantastic crew.
Where does this rank on all your races?
Experience-wise, to be honest, I think it's pretty much up there with top 5, I reckon. Just given the nature of the surroundings, the events, the people on board, the crew, the dynamic. We all worked in unison, and yeah, the coordination was fantastic, really. It's always hard as well when you're so many people and you have minimum training together, regardless of what your sailing experience may or might not be. With just 2 days of training, it's really hard to be able to replicate the real life circumstances out there, especially when you're tired and you're sleep deprived. I mean, I think myself I only got like 5 hours of sleep. Same with Consti, Ollie probably less.
Because there's so many twists and turns on this.
Absolutely, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, there's just never a dull moment. Literally, there's just never a quiet moment. There's always something to do or some change, and when you set the sails, you choose the sail selection for the conditions, you settle in, expecting to run with this configuration for the next 4 hours or something. It's like, yeah, as if, fat chance, you know. You go to the next bay and within an hour it's like, oh, okay, we got to change the leads, we got to change the sail, we got to change the configuration, depower or power up. Especially when you're trying to race the boat to the limit, which we were trying to do as much as what the sail selection would allow us to do. Fortunately, we were a little bit handicapped since the very beginning with the unfortunate sudden critical failure of the A4, which would have been our workhorse for the race. I think we would have spent a lot of time under that sail, and obviously would have really given us the edge to be up there with the first top 3, top 5 boats, line honours, and potentially be able to defend our rating a little bit better. Unfortunately that blew out, but to be honest, when it blew out, it was kind of, that was the sail for the angle and for the wind strength, so there's nothing that we could have done. If we hadn't put it up, we wouldn't have been racing, basically.
This took me way too long to edit. I literally grew here while trying to get this done together with my editor. Thank you, Oscar, for helping me make these incredible memories, and like and subscribe. I'm putting a lot into this channel and I appreciate all the love. I'm gonna do this for a very long time. I'm gonna continue to do these big videos, but you know, I spend, you know, months and months trying to put this together, so I'm gonna try to maybe put in some smaller videos as well. But I have a new concept that I'm developing. It's a big one and I can't wait to show you. Meanwhile, check out the 10K giveaway that I released. It's still going on, so you have a little more time to participate. English is not my first language. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you on the next one.